Okay, our intention today is set on dare to be different and expressing your love. Center to circumference, letting it rise up from within. And before we open up this light circle to invite others in, just take a moment to relax into your own divine soul knowing. And take a moment to just feel into this tremendous arc of life that you've already experienced, not only on earth, but before you were born. And the eons and epocha of time, and all of the experiences that brought you to right here and now. And think of your divine soul family. And invite one specific person or being from your divine soul family to be with you right now. And as you're settling into that, remember the first step of the basic activation of divine light vibrations meditation. And that's where we, on a human level, acknowledge that divine light is equally everywhere present. And it's made up of an infinite intelligence that knows all things. Now, this is all through your body, all through your psyche, all through your consciousness, all through the material world, all through everything in all of creation, infinite intelligence, an omniscient wisdom that knows how to manage all things for the highest good of all, and an all-powerful, unconditional creation love. There's nothing greater than this. And it's flowing through you at all times. But now, from a human point of view, let go of what you think you know. Let go of your emotional attachments to what you think you know. For surely, what your divine soul knows is much grander than anything your human aspect has even begun to consider to imagine, hasn't even begun to think about imagining it. And this is why we let go of what we think we know. And as this divine light is flowing through you from infinity within, through your divine soul knowing, up through your divine heart and human heart, let it spill out and fill up all aspects of your human beingness. So you're sitting with that partner or that one invite to sit beside you specifically for this intention, to where we're going to transmit to humankind the idea of dare to be different in expressing your love. Center to circumference, letting it rise up. And so this partner that you've invited in is also going to be there to magnify you. And then as we transmit ourselves out into the world, we will all magnify each other and we will learn from each other. So we will learn from the differences and we will dare to be different from anything that we've ever known and how we express our love. So if you feel the tension or you feel expansion going on in your brain, say, okay, cool, new thought processes. If you feel it opening up in your throat, you say, okay, cool, I'm going to be speaking love in a whole new way. If you feel it all in your chest, you say, okay, cool, I'm letting go of those old emotional attachments to my ideas about who I think I am as a human experiencer. And please note, I said a human experiencer. And that will help your human ego intellect to remember who you are, and that is a divine soul coming from somewhere in all of the creation of the all, incarnated into the human experience. So allow yourself to calibrate with that by letting go and letting the light do the work. Let light fill up your mental body so that those old thoughts, ideas, and emotions are transformed into a cosmic clarity or illumination and a wisdom that comes from understanding what your whole human experience has been about, but a new kind of wisdom. Learn new things from it so that you can transmit that learning to humankind and dare to be different than any way you've known for yourself up until now in expressing your love. And that's expressing it without even waiting for somebody to give you permission. You just love joyfully, joyously, unlimited, uninhibited, no strings attached, whether it's received or not. And if it is received, you enjoy that two-way flow. You enjoy the expansion of that two-way flow. And if it's not received because the human aspect in front of you that you're extending your love to isn't quite ready to receive, then you just receive it from yourself and understand that there is no separation, that they are you and you are them. We're all individuations of divine light. So we're all unique, and yet we're all connected. And we're all reflections of each other. And now we open this up to any and all divine souls who are ready to work with this. And feel that. How beautiful. And let our human ego intellect say, welcome. And we celebrate the diversity. And we celebrate the connection. And we celebrate how we're all in the creative consciousness of the all together. Regardless of where we come from and regardless of our experiences, we allow ourselves to grow in this idea and this thought. We let go of the idea of waiting for somebody to give us permission to love. And we just love. Center to circumference. And feel that love flowing through you and moving out. Center to circumference from deep within the trunk of your body. And you consider your divine soul, that part of you that is consciously aware of your connection to all of creation, is consciously aware of being in the all, is constantly taking on new information and communicating information back to the all and to all in the all, evolving, growing. And you consider that at the very center, and then all of the different layers of you in these kind of conocentric rings. So this light is from your very center moving outwards. And in that very center, it's also divine light is coming from source, moving through the very center of your center and moving up and out through your body. So stay in your body, feel the sensations. This biological body is a miracle of creation, force, and love. Every cell is talking to every cell. Every cell is working with every cell, even though they have different jobs and forms within the greater whole. And you rest in the love. And you express the love. And you start right now expressing love in a whole new way as you consider the people that are in your life. And you send them love. And the people that are on the peripheral of your life that are very different than your human aspect or your human ego intellect, you send them love. So that the appearance of differences between us melt. Because we're daring to be different in how we're expressing our love. We're daring to be different in how we're discovering the love of who we are. And this is why we let go of what we think we know. And as we're doing this, with gratitude, we send love to that one that we invited in to sit beside us, to stand beside us, or be within us from our home dimension, from our divine soul family, magnifying and multiplying, expanding out and spilling out. So this light is moving through your mental body, your emotional body, your vocal body, your psychic body, your heart bodies. Those are all the layers of the emotions in the human experience, from the divine and sublime to the most base of human emotions. Infinite intelligence, omniscient wisdom, and omnipotent unconditional love is moving through all of the emotional layers of our beingness. It's moving through our soul layers, our soul bodies. And this is from our divine soul body to our human soul body. Different degrees of conscious awareness of who you are, who we are, what role we have in this greater whole, and to open up our metaphorical arms and mind and hearts to say yes to love. Being bold and daring to be different, to discover how powerful unconditional love truly is. And also recognizing that we have never, ever, ever in our human experience really expressed that unconditional love to the best of our ability right now. And so let go of your idea of who you are, of what you think you know, and discover who you can be and who you are. Or to be more accurate, discover who you are and how you are able to express that on the greater playing field of the human experience, in such a way that we are transmitting this to humankind, inviting them to dance this dance of love and to uplift ourselves and each other, so that fear becomes old news. It's transformed into emotional freedom, to love, center to circumference, with all of our beingness. And when we see another human or another one having a human experience that falls down for a moment in the old mental power games that have been fed to them since birth, and you could say, wait a minute, and hold your hand out metaphorically or physically and ask them to step out of it and discover the love of who they are. Because you can. You're made to. And let us dare to be different in such a way that we discover how natural it is and how much less work it takes with a little bit of practice just to express our love fully and freely and joyfully and joyously, uninhibited and unlimited, allowing our mental body to grow, allowing our emotional body to grow, allowing our vocabulary of love to grow, allowing that full expression of who we are. And if you yourself, you find yourself forgetting, you just stop for a moment. Or look, let love. You stop, you take a look at what you're doing, you let go. You look within. And then you let the love rise up and flow outwards. Until you get to the point that every choice point of life, you're always choosing love, even if it totally means letting go of something that you had held dear, to create space so that which you held dear can grow and flower and become something that you so beautiful you'd never even imagined it before. Because that's how we're made, to grow. And we take a moment to make that cosmic contact, divine soul to divine soul, with every divine soul having a human experience. And we send that love out, divine soul to divine soul. Now stay in your body so that you can feel the sensations that are going on, because this beautiful biological body of ours is a transmitter. And when you're consciously aware of the vibrations that are being transmitted through you, you're consciously allowing your physical being to grow and evolve. So be sure to stay in your physical body. There's other times to go traveling in the cosmos. Right now, we're here, lifting each other up in the human experience. So to divine soul, we're sending our love, greeting all of this amazing diversity. And know that we've got emissaries from all over the creation of all. And some of the human aspects would say all over God's creation. Other human aspects would say all over Allah's creation. Other human aspects would say all of science. Other human aspects would say all of all. Other human aspects would have other names for it, wiki waki woo, whatever name it's put into it. That name is too small. And so we let go of what we think we know. And we let go of our attachment to the words that we've used up until now, so that we can speak our love with a whole new vocabulary. And we can evolve the languages of the worlds in such a way that we'll have new ways to express ourselves and step outside of the old habits of fear and power games. And that lonely, lonely sensation of feeling that we've got to fight for love and that we're alone in the universe. Because those last two are the two narratives that have created more limitations for humankind. The fear narrative, which is using our incredible creativity to imagine horrible things. And you see, divine light is infinite intelligence, omniscient wisdom, and omnipotent unconditional love. And it's flowing through you, and it will manifest through your thoughts. And your emotions will give it fuel to put action to it, or inaction, or reaction, or no action. But it's unconditional. And so when we use it to propagate fear, to control others, we're using this infinite unconditional love to make us small. So we send love through that whole narrative of fear, transformation into emotional freedom and clarity of thought, to where we know beyond the shadow of a doubt that all we have to do is stop for a moment and look within and let the love rise up. And the fear won't have weight. And when you see someone fear-mongering, wanting to control others, you stop and you look at it. And you let go of any attachment your human aspect might have to it, and you send love. For that person's a little lost. Or that person's very lost. And definitely have turned their back to love. And so you send them love so they can understand it and feel it and remember it, recognize it and be ignited by it. Dare to be different in how you express your love. And don't wait for someone else to do it. You show the way. Be who you are. And if that gets passed on, this whole fear narrative can be transformed in such a short time. And the other narrative is that we have to earn love, deserve love. And that's such a lonely feeling because it's asking us to ignore the core of who we are. And that is infinite, omniscient, omnipotent, unconditional love incarnated into the human experience and consciously in the all growing, evolving, ascending to ever more refined levels of infinite unconditional love. To where we look beyond the skin color. We look beyond the biological container or the light container. And we go core to core. So the deeper you know your own core, the deeper you can communicate core to core with others. So we continue to let go of what we think we know. And we continue to let go of our emotional attachment to it. So that we can shed that old news. We can shed those old ways. We shed those old identifications with the old hurts and the thoughts and the ideas and even the old successes, put in air quotes, of what we've experienced on earth. Not to diminish them, but not to keep us under their umbrella as an identification. We celebrate every single growing experience that we have had. Since before we were born and all throughout this human experience. Because that's how we evolve. And we transmit to humankind, dare to be different in how you deal with old pains. Dare to express your love. Dare to let the infinite, omniscient, omnipotent, unconditional love of divine light flow through those old hurts and pains. So that you no longer have to wear them as a red badge of courage. They become something that have created empathy for the human experience. And once you have that empathy, then you can send love back through all of the memories and all of the experiences that you've had since then. Center to circumference. So put your attention, look within to your divine soul knowing. Feel the one that you've invited with you. Feel those of us present in this light circle with their companions. Now, how do you feel that? You don't go looking for it. On a human ego intellect level, you let go. And you just feel what sensations are going on in your body. Feel the growth that's going on so that your ability to perceive and discern is evolving. And we're transmitting to humankind. If you're not feeling anything, let go of what you think you know. Let go of the need to know and understand before you actually experience. How could you? You haven't experienced it yet. And now let's take a moment to dare to be different in our relationship with Earth. Dare to be different with the consciousness of Earth. With the consciousness of the waters, remember that the consciousness is inherent in every single cell. Protons are talking to protons. They're constantly evolving, constantly talking to each other. So you consider the consciousness of the water as it interacts with your body and the cells of your body. So feel this with some gratitude and open up your mind and heart to understand this. Dare to be different in your understanding. And the consciousness of all of the bacteria, all of the plants, all of the animals, all of the elementals, all of the sentient creatures, all of the sea kingdom, all of the things that are here and make up part of the greater consciousness of Mother Earth, of which we are a small part. Let's dare to be different in how we love. So divine light that's equally everywhere present, but also remember, flowing from infinity within through your divine soul knowing and through all aspects of you, let your human ego intellect also consciously direct it. Let it be directed up through your human heart and spill out and send it down through your root chakra to the center of the earth. You send love, gratitude, opening up your mind and heart to understand what this whole earth experience is on a whole new level. So you're no longer experiencing it just by the social norms that have been fed to you since you were born, but you're experiencing it on a very intimate, deep, divine level, endeavoring to open your mind and heart to understand the divinity of that experience. So as you send your love, you feel it returned in a two-way flow. And feel how the brain synapses of your brain, to be able to process it, need to detach and reconnect and find new pathways. You feel it by tension up in your head, or maybe an opening up in your throat, or maybe up in your chest, or maybe you're just feeling it all over your body. Honor however you're feeling it, and know that when you're feeling something, you're growing in consciousness. And then we take a moment to consider this beautiful planet that we're on, of which we are a part of, and we are learning to be aware of this on a much more intimate level. And allow your human consciousness to zoom out and see this beautiful little planet in the middle of our solar system, in the middle of a huge cosmos. And you consider how that cosmos, whether our scientists have acknowledged it or not, with certainly our science isn't at the point that it has an understanding of it all. Although humankind is opening up their minds and hearts with the Hubble telescope. So that's a start. But for right now, just allow yourself to consider this from a divine soul level and an understanding, opening your mind and heart to how the cosmos is teeming with life in ways that your human brain hasn't even begun to consider. So we let go of what we think we know. And we let go of our emotional attachment to our old ideas, thoughts, and beliefs. And we open up our mind and heart to infinite, omniscient, omnipotent, unconditional love. And so, the individuation of our divine light sent up to our divine heart and our human heart, we send it up through our crown to the heavens. And we say hello. And for those of us that have an understanding of all of the different, or the fact that there are different sentient species throughout the cosmos and Earth, we say hello. And we also spread out that consciousness to all of humankind, so that whole idea that we're alone in the universe gets transformed into a deep understanding and recognition of who we are and where we fit into the human experience and where humanity fits into the grander whole of sentient life in the all. And we also, while we're sending our love up, we're also transmitting it out to humankind for those who think they know everything. We send them love so that they have the courage to let go and look within and let the love, the consciousness, information rise up to teach their human ego intellect more than they could even begin to imagine was possible to know. And in that way, we evolve together. And we also, while we're sending our light to the heavens, we say thank you to those other sentient species who are truly cheering us on. Thank you. Thank you for the space that you hold for us. Thank you for the light that you send us. Thank you for the healing that you help us receive. Thank you for the teachings that you've endeavored to give us. Thank you for holding those other sentient species that perhaps don't have humankind's best growth in mind. And we also send love to those species who haven't held humankind's growth as a part of their greater interest. We send you love too. For we can all recognize on that core level that we are in this together. And there is more than enough for everyone. We just need to let go of our interpretation of what we think we know, whether we're in the human experience or some other sentient species experience. We send love. We're daring to be different. We're daring to be who we truly are. Underneath the mask of humanity and beyond the mask of humanity. And just feel the sensations and continue to let go. Later, it will come to your human ego intellect what it means. It will come to you in flashes. It will come to you in new behaviors. It will come to you in new interpretations of the world that's around you. So right now, what's on your plate is just dare to be different in how you receive the love from the all, how you receive the love from everyone in the all, and how you give your love and express your love to all in the all. And allow your human aspect to grow. And this love that we've sent to the heavens is mixed, intermingled, and comes back around and surrounds the divine consciousness grid that surrounds Earth. It's crystalline in nature. It's been programmed by human thoughts and by others. And we're just allowing this thought of dare to be different in how you express infinite, omniscient, omnipotent, unconditional love. Dare to know who you are. Dare to be different in the expression of unconditional love. And this is for all species. Dare to be different in expressing and discovering what infinite, omniscient, omnipotent, unconditional love is. Dare to be different in expressing it. Let go of old habits. Societal, political, habitual. Allow your consciousness to evolve and grow. And send that information back to the all, the creator of all, to say, look what's possible. And we let this come through the consciousness grid and touch all living things in, on, and around Earth, including those of us who are having human experiences. And just relax into that. Let go. Just let go. Come back home to your divine soul knowing. Come back home to your divine soul family. Show them what it's like to be light in this very dense 3D world of Earth. Learn, dare to learn on a human level to express your light, to move lightly in a dense world. It's an amazing school, this Earth experience. You live your light fully, freely, joyfully, joyously, unlimited, uninhibited here on Earth, and you can go anywhere. So just remind yourself, I am living love. Feel that register in your consciousness. We are living love. So now the question is, how do you want to live it? How do you want to express it? Dare to be different. Start small. Start locally. And work out from there. And in that way, your evolution will be calm and consistent and marvelous. And thus we've set it in motion. And it's up to you to put it into action. And so it is.